space, but it does cool us off.
That's what it was like living in Milpitas when I was growing up.
Oh,
That's why I always had short hair, because I didn't want the wind blowing the hair. A good one.
Okay. So let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. That was you.
Who are you talking to, David?
Talking to you.
Oh,
It it was I still had the other screen up, so it was repeating what you had just said.
oh.
It was the echo.
You love me so much, you have to get me twice.
I did have you twice. It was talking about whatever you said. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm going to start up the opening credits, and then we'll get into this wine.
Sounds like you've been having some pretty good food over there where you are, David.
Oh, my son-in-law is a fantastic cook. I was just stuffed Sunday night. We polished off 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Between the 4 of you?
Yeah, I let them have some.
That was nice of you.
Just
We had what did we have? We had a what do we have? We had a Schaefer 02
Yeah,
and
Schaefer.
A what was the other one? I can't remember now. Anyways, I'm gonna start up the screen. Oh, there it is.
That's a recycle bin. I'm not fetching it out of the recycle bin.
What?
I'm not going to fetch it out of the recycling bin for you. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, here, Jessica.
Easter Bunny gave you?
Come say hi.
hi, Jessica.
From what the Easter Bunny got you?
No.
There's your bunny.
Say, you have to be there.
There she is. Hello. I can't hear
I
you.
forgot.
Sorry. He's got his
Here.
earbuds in. Just take
Here.
them out.
Here.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you can't talk if I don't have it in.
Clean his
Oh,
earbuds.
come on. It's just my ears.
Oh, this is really close. Okay. Hello. Yes, this is we're crazy. I know.
Can you hear her now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Probably talking, literally eating the
It's
mic.
somewhere-
So
I don't know
it's
where the
right
mic is.
at my face. Right,
Oh, okay.
right here. Yeah.
What was the other one? So we had a Schaefer.
Didn't it start with a V?
Oh, Via Dare. Thank you. Yeah, we had Via Dare.
Oh, I got.
7 Via Dare.
I don't even know what I was drinking. It just brings wine and I drink it, you know.
Just good wine, huh? And it was on your dad's dollar, so yeah, it's even better that way.
Yeah.
Actually, the bottle we had last night when we went wine tasting with Greg and Jackie a long time ago. I don't remember when. But I was my first expensive bottle of wine I bought, and he said, "Did you drink yours already?" I said, "Yeah." And I don't hold on to it when
It was a 2011.
I don't know how long you're supposed to hold on to wine. So
O'Shaughnessy from Powell Mountain.
Okay.
It was good.
yeah, that was a fun trip. They killed me. I don't drink that much. They're out drinking me for sure. So
Well,
Oh, well,
Well-
yeah, look at Greg. I mean, he's, 6'6" or whatever, and 250, 280 pounds, whatever he is. And
I think we started
Yeah.
at 10 a.m. too, and we went to 4 wineries. Let's just say it was a long day.
Oh, and I think Via Dare was one of them too.
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's kind of funny.
Jackie was there.
If
she
it was the last one, I don't
It
remember
was
that one.
Yeah.
Or Jackie quit drinking, one or the other. She's lightweight too.
Hmm. All right. Well, have fun. Max is grumpy today, so I don't know if he'll drop by.
No, that's all right.
And
He's allowed to be grumpy.
Easter Bunny didn't show up or what?
what?
The Easter Bunny-
No. So we sent him to school this morning, but we picked him up early so that they could actually see him and not just stare at my 4 walls while I worked too. Watch out, bud. Oh, you're gonna come say hi? Okay. Okay, I'm taking this out here.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, come say hi.
Here, say hi.
Hi, Mac.
I'm trying to speaking in this
You
thing.
can hear.
Hey.
Everyone's gonna get those worms.
You're a little tired, huh? You gotta get closer to Grandpa.
There you go. There you go.
Hi.
There you go.
I was
Hi, babe.
I heard that, Matt.
Oh, you can't hear what they're saying.
Oh.
Here. You hear them?
No.
Go ahead and talk.
It's disappeared.
How was school, Max?
Good.
Just okay?
He didn't have his nap today, so.
Oh, boy.
Neither did Grandpa.
That could be disastrous.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thanks for dropping in.
He dropped one for you.
Thank you.
Before we get into Coobsville wine, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If
What?
you guys
He left the
chronicle,
stink
there's
song
a
for
big
you.
Oh, did he?
article,
Oh, okay. I
that
didn't-
fire of 2005, and I
Thank you.
didn't realize that D-Bomb Coppola lost wine in that big warehouse fire. You know
No,
how-
no, we did not.
Oh, they were included in the
You were
list, in the
included in the
Chronicle.
list.
Yes, we were included in the list, but we lost 0 wine. It was all Mamarella, like pasta sauce,
Okay,
Ah,
but not.
good to hear. I was just curious.
Yeah, we had moved our wines out to another location sometime before that, so that the pasta sauce was the only thing that was still there. So when this was in an article recently,
Not this one. It doesn't look like this.
Dorothy, that was in a article somewhere recently. Oh, they're frozen.
I don't know.
No, they're
Dorothy,
not.
Dorothy, was that in a article recently? You said?
yeah, it
In
was.
today's Chronicle,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah. It was a big article.
yeah, it was several pages.
yeah, but what year was that? That was a long time ago.
2005.
5. Oh, okay. That was the one on Mare Island, right?
Right, the one on Mare Island. The Chronicle had it on the front page on a small piece, and then a couple pages more.
I didn't know. Okay. I was gonna go get it.
Yeah.
It won't take as long for my legs time.
I'm gonna mute you. You could unmute. You could unmute yourself. I'm just teasing. I muted you. I can't.
Amongst ourselves,
You were talking, and I couldn't hear what Dorothy was saying.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let's run some stuff. Virtual wine tasting in the era of coronavirus again. This is April 11th, 2023. We're looking at Coobsville AVA and drinking some wine from there too. I am the wino snob, David Mayer of Wine is Life. And our tasting panel tonight are these folks. And these folks. Hi, folks.
Hi,
Hello.
folks.
Hello,
I'm going to start with Bill.
we are Bill and Dorothy from Fairfield, California. And tonight we are drinking a wine from the Coobsville AVA. It's Lunar Ridge Vineyards, actually out of St. Helena, but this is an estate winery in the Coobsville AVA.
Okay.
It's a 2017 Syrah, 14.9% alcohol, and they only made 75 cases, so I was glad to get a bottle.
Nice.
They're in the Coobsville area, so they get the cooling breezes from San Pablo Bay and also the wind. So they were saying that 2017 was a challenging year because of all the heat, but that mitigating coolness helped them out.
And they shipped us one bottle.
Right. I got
Wow.
on the website and, yep. I mean, they mainly ship to restaurants and other things, but they'll ship to individuals.
Oh, nice.
They forgot to charge me.
One
rent.
bottle.
Deal.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we'll ship one bottle too, but it's kind of pricey.
Yeah. And it's really good.
Oh, good. Sharon and Eric, what do you got?
We got wine.
That's okay.
Really?
I'm gonna hold it up and you can
We
talk.
have wine from
Oh, okay.
It's made by the Faust family, Faust
okay.
Winery.
Okay.
It's called the Pat. I'm not sure why it's called Pat. When I first,
Faust had a pact with
when
the
I,
devil.
when I saw it, it's kind of a funny story when it was on the shelf and I was looking for a Coobsville wine, the person at the store thought that the Pat was the name of the winery, but it's actually the name of the bottled wine,
Wine.
probably from one of the vineyards. I really like can you hear me? Because I know I sometimes,
Oh, I hear you loud and clear.
okay. Eric, would you like to read that beautiful quote on the back? Please.
As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live.
That's on the back of the bottle. I thought it was really cool.
Oh,
It's
nice.
14.8% alcohol. And unlike Bill and Dorothy, the color is amazing. I love how dark it is. Oh, it's a cab. The nose is
It's pretty dark.
okay, but as soon as we both
Tobacco-
tasted it, that's why you could hear us talking. It's very sour.
Tobacco.
Oh,
It's not what we're used to. We may be opening a bottle of,
deep cherries. It needs to age, I believe.
well, there's no tannins, but it was kind of, so we may be opening a bottle of English.
And by the way, I trust myself. It's you all I don't trust.
ditto.
I
Leave it to Eric.
Thank
That's
you.
why I'm married to him. I kind of, we have to balance each other out.
Better you than me.
tell me about it.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. Wow. Man, what you doing?
Just sitting here vegging out. We didn't get a wine from Coobsville. We got a wine from France. We could, when I called, or was talking with wine.com, I always give them the selection, but she didn't offer anything else. So anyway, right now we're drinking a Bordeaux instead.
Nice.
But it's very tasty, 2016. So that's all we got.
I got this is David. Oh, looks nice. I'm back off the wagon.
You've been
Has I-
drinking. You've been
is it-
drinking so much that you don't even know.
Yeah, is it off the wagon when you're not?
on the wagon.
I'm
You're
on the
off
wagon.
You're
I'm off the wagon. I'm rolling under the wagon.
Rolling.
This is what I had bought. It's called Harold. Mark Harold Wines. They're in Coobsville, Cabernet Sauvignon, and this sucker is 16.1% alcohol.
Oh,
Ooh,
have you had any of it yet?
I had a few sips. It's definitely I'm feeling the alcohol level. It's
That should be fun then. Huh? What is
Yeah.
this one? Is that like
14.8.
14.8. That's
Yeah.
good.
So this is not what I normally drink. But I did get one from Coobsville.
13.5.
So we're all drinking something different.
It's
Yeah.
dark. It's
Syrah?
dark. It's strong, and I may have just one glass tonight. I don't know.
A Syrah, a Cab,
Slowly
a
there.
Bordeaux, and
Syrah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
you're drinking a Cab as well?
yeah. But I mean, they're having a Bordeaux, but that's a cab.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So 3 cabs and a Syrah. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna start up the presentation again.
Oh, joy.
Wow, it just jumps right into it. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Look at those
It's-
guys.
That internet there in LA works quite well.
Oh, it does. When I come here, I always like to download my books or videos because it just takes no time at all. I don't know what speed they have, but it's definitely 1,000 times what mine is.
Amazing, I know.
Yeah. So let's see. Here's the song. Oh, here's the song. So the song tonight, Eric, it's to the tune of "That's Amore," but it's
Anything easy.
but it's "You're a Wine Snob" instead.
That's not going to be easy.
Sure it is.
When the cab hits your tongue like a big barrel bung, you're a wine snob. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, you're a wine snob. Wine thieves ring ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling. You'll sing Vino Bella. Palates sing tippy-tay, tippy-tay, tippy-tay like dark Barbera. When the Merlot makes you drool like a meteor mule, you're a wine snob. When you dance down the street with broken bottles at your feet, you're a wine snob. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, Bacchus. Pardon me, but you see, back in old Napa Valley, you're a wine snob. When the cab hits your tongue like a big barrel bung, you're a wine snob. You're a wine snob. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, you're a wine snob.
You're a wine snob.
Wine thieves ring-a-ling-a-ding, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vino Bella. Palates sing tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a Doc Barbarera. Lucky fella. When the Merlot makes you drool, just like a Shadowbrook mule, you're a wine snob. When you dance down the street with broken bottles at your feet, you love wine. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, Bacchus. Pardon me, but you see, back in old Napa Valley, you're a wine snob.
Yay. Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Good.
You did it well. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the song for this evening. I'll take a rest now.
My favorite picture.
Yeah.
Because you're always breaking glasses? Is that why it's your favorite picture?
Okay, here we are, Napa Valley. Once again, we are way down here in Coobsville, way down here. And this is what Coobsville looks like. Kind of looks like my background. Coobsville. So in 1846, a California pioneer named Nathan Coombs acquired a parcel of land and founded the city of Napa. During the late 1880s, several immigrants, including Italian Antonio Carbone and German Henry Hagen, established wineries in the area now known as Coobsville. It wasn't until the late 1960s that the new vineyards were planted in Coobsville. Many people assumed the cooler climate was best suited for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay grapes. Famously, the Haynes Vineyard of Chardonnay was planted in 1967. In the late 1970s, Frank Varela, against all advice given to him by colleagues, planted the first Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot in the region simply because he loved them. In 2011, the area was finally given the recognition it deserved when it became Napa Valley's 16th AVA. Today, Coobsville is a thriving community of celebrated vintners and grape growers. Of the over 70 vineyards in Coobsville, no two are alike. A variety of microclimates with distinct weather pockets makes the terrain incredibly diverse. Okay, let's see. The elevation ranges from 100 to 1,000 feet. The elevation of Coobsville AVA changes from near sea level, where it meets the Napa River in the west, to a high of 1,900 feet above the sea level at the top of Vaca Mountain Range. Soils: abundant rock, gravel, and volcanic ash in some areas, dominated by volcanic rhyolitic, tough sedimentary rock, and ancient lava flow deposits. Well-drained upland soils are weathered from their primary volcanic source. Lowland soils are alluvial in nature. The climate is cooler, as Bill said earlier, influenced by proximity to San Pablo Bay. Daily average High temperatures can be as much as 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler during the hot summer months than most of other AVAs in the area. Heat spikes tend to be less severe. Cooling effects of marine influenced fog occur almost daily during growing season. Rainfall is up to 25 inches annually. Principal varieties are Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Merlot, Syrah, Pinot Noir, and I can't see if there's something under Syrah. Is there anything under Syrah?
No.
Okay, perfect.
I wonder how many inches they have this year.
Yeah, they might have double the usual, maybe 50.
Karen says she won't make it because she's chasing 3 grandkids.
Oh, okay. That sounds right. So Shady Brook Estate is one of the featured wineries. We don't have anything from Shady Brook, but in 2009, Alice and David Alcocer bought what would become their wine estate. 2013, they purchased a unique 156-acre ranch with 84 planted acres of vineyard located at the foot of Howell Mountain's eastern slope. 2016 purchased the historic Rapp Quarter Horse Ranch in the heart of Coobsville. Meteor. Located on a knoll in Napa Valley's Coobsville appellation, their unique combination of elevation, aspect, and stony, rich volcanic soil produces some of Napa Valley's most distinctive Cabernet Sauvignon. Barry and Tracy Schuler bought the property that is now Meteor Vineyard in 1998. Meteor produces just 2 wines, both all estate and 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. Additionally, as their wines are made for the long term, they keep a complete library going back to the inaugural 2005. That's a pretty cool place to visit. I haven't been there yet. I haven't been to either of these wineries. Ackerman, I sort of know Lauren Ackerman indirectly, and this is their tasting room is in Napa itself. This is a beautiful Victorian house. When purchasing their vineyard in Coobsville back in 1994, they were inspired by the legendary names and world-class wines that the Napa Valley had become renowned for. Back then, Coobsville was an unknown corner of Napa, but had been consistently producing beautiful wines that echo the flavor and style of Bordeaux for decades. In 2007, they released their first commercial vintage, their 2003 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. In August of 2010, Lauren purchased an iconic 1888 Victorian known as the Gifford House and began an illuminating journey of cautiously restoring, opening in 2015. So that's this house here. One last. So Barbarella Vineyard, family-owned vineyard and winery in the heart of the Coobsville Napa Valley appellation. Founded in 1977, the first wines produced in 1985. Home of the first Cabernet wine produced in the AVA. It includes 26 acres of vines originally planted in 1979 to Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, Chardonnay, and Sauvignon Blanc. There are also 30 acres set aside as untouched oak woodland on the property, which partially surrounds the winery. Okay, there was one more. Okay, Palmas. So I have been, of all of those, this is the only one I've been to. 1881, Henry Hagen purchases a parcel of land, southern Napa Valley, against the forested ridge of Mount George. There he founds Cedar Knoll Vineyard and Winery. Today, the Palmas family has their subterranean winery, the cave, which extends 18 stories into the rocky flank of Mount George, serves as home to their proprietary take on a gravity flow winery. So this one picture here is looking down on their fermentation tanks that are on a carousel It's highly recommend visiting. This is really cool place. It's they pretty much hollowed out Mount George.
Can you please show us on the map again exactly where it is and where Mount George is?
So this is not a detailed map. So Palmaz would be like maybe right here. It's just outside of Napa itself. So Napa itself would be here, and it would be like right in here.
Is it close to Soda Canyon?
It's not. It's so if you go there, it's next. If you know where the Napa Valley Country Club is, it's down that road, which is Hagen Road. Hagen Road is off of Silverado Trail.
Is Coobsville all off of Silverado Trail? I'm trying to picture where it is.
Yeah, so if you're on Silverado Trail, so if you're driving north on Soskull and you turn off on Silverado Trail to the right, and you follow that, and before you get to Trancas, you will pass Hagen Road. It's actually a signal right there.
Okay, yeah.
And then you turn right and you head straight down there, and you'll pass alongside the Napa Country Club, and you get to the end of that straightaway. You pretty much go straight up into their property rather than turning right along the road.
Okay, but I understand that. But Coobsville AVA, if you said this, I'm sorry that I didn't listen. How many acres or miles is it wide and whatnot? I'm intrigued because I've never heard about this.
Okay, so it's we're right here. Where are we? No, it doesn't actually say the size of it. That's a good point. Doesn't say. I didn't see that. So
we need to explore that area, I guess.
So compared to Rutherford, here's Rutherford where Inglenook is. It's just a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And
is it close to Silverado Resort?
Let's see. So yes, it would be Silverado. So again, we're talking about where Trancas Road is. You would go off of the Silverado. If you're heading north, you would turn right to head towards Silverado Country Club.
Okay. Now I know where it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Okay, so next week we're going to study Wild Horse Valley AVA. Yay. We're back.
We might not be able to join next Tuesday because it's, yeah.
It might just be me and Nan and Scott.
And Karen.
And Karen.
Oh, and Karen.
Well,
maybe Francois will be back.
And the following week we will be in Disneyland to celebrate.
The week after that we'll be doing Carneros, Los Carneros.
Oh, that's my favorite. But I'm not going to bring wine with us. Well, I guess we can if we're driving, huh? We're going to be.
I brought 6 bottles with us down to LA.
Is that
So
all?
proud of you.
In a suitcase, huh?
Right?
In the special suitcase.
Yeah, my suitcase.
Wine.
My wine suitcase.
Yes.
His tube socks in a regular suitcase.
Right. Haven't broken a bottle yet.
So
Nope.
how are you going to do that, Dorothy and Bill, when you take your 2000?
I'll protect it well. I don't
Because
want
you
to lose
can't
it.
carry it online. I mean, on the plane, huh?
It'll be in the checked
It'll be in the
bag,
check baggage.
in a tube sock.
No, I've got a styrofoam case. It's liable to be in. We'll see how the room is.
Isn't it fun planning to do something like that and then you have to figure out how you're going to do it? That's all part of the excitement of doing.
Well, the
I just hope it's in, I hope it's still in your suitcase when you
police
get there.
sit it down
What's up?
Weeks to let it settle down.
Oh,
We've got a couple of days instead of a couple of
there,
weeks.
other people are talking.
That's the other thing. We took half bottles of 2005 Rubicon with us to Jamaica some years ago. And even though we let it settle down for a while, it just wasn't the same. And I think
Yeah.
maybe it just because we were in Jamaica and not here.
Well, we didn't really have any place to keep it cool either. So we left it in the room, which wasn't 55 degrees, although I wanted it to be.
How warm was it?
Well, it's always sort of 80 degrees. The room is like 72 or something. But outside it's like 80 degrees, like 24 hours a day.
You go to Jamaica, you're usually drinking rum, right?
Yeah.
Like around.
Sharon is. Eric's drinking beer.
Oh. The dark rum's pretty good.
They have this place in Negril. It's called Ted's Shroom Boom, where you can get your mushroom soup and mushrooms. And
I've never heard of that.
I've told you about it a million times. We've actually never been there, but
Oh,
Ted's Shroom Boom.
nice. I like mushrooms. We had mushrooms yesterday.
Yeah, I
But
don't
are
think
these?
these
are
are not
these
the kind of
native
mushrooms that you're
mushrooms?
thinking of.
Oh, okay.
So,
Not edible mushrooms.
No, they're edible.
Okay, okay.
they just
They
have-
got it. They got it. They have a kick. I've actually never had
More
that.
than 16.1%.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
What did you say, Bill?
I said a little more than David's 16.1.
That's right. 16%.
Oh,
David goes from 0.
Yeah. That's why he's floating around a little bit tonight, I think.
I don't know. I'm in a strange environment.
Strange environment.
When are you coming home?
I'm in Los Angeles. Thursday.
Did you take your computer or are you on Nick's computer?
This is Sue's.
Oh, Sue's.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Both our computers suffer from some kind of ailment. This one does, the microphone on the computer doesn't work. That's why I'm at the headphone.
Perhaps you should buy each other new computers and some earpods like you have on.
No, he has the ear pods.
iPad or something. You need to splurge on yourself.
I know. Like Sue keeps saying, "Why don't you go buy a new computer?" And I go,
Yeah, why don't you?
That's
Because I want to
wonderful.
spend my money on wine, damn it.
"There's no reason not to."
I would like someone to buy, just take me and tell me what to buy.
Oh.
It's too complicated.
I kind of know what I want.
I will take you and tell you what to buy. I'd love to do that.
Yep. Eric, will you tell me what to buy
I
too?
might take you up on it.
If you take me, I will tell you what to buy.
Okay.
I'll be taking you home with me, but I'll be telling you what to buy.
Well, he has to buy you one too, right?
Well, just a little wine to smooth it over.
No, I know it's so confusing out there when you're trying to buy a computer because they sell you, they upsell you on all these games and all this, this stuff that, these NVIDIA processors and things that you are great for games, but not for what you guys or what any of us are trying to do.
Right.
What up?
It's just what would the kids do now if they didn't have cell phones and had to go to a payphone?
They'd be playing kick the can and
Jumping rope.
Several payphones to find one that has
it actually
a,
works.
well, it
Yeah.
actually has a
If it has a
phone book.
phone.
There's very few places that still have payphones. I know whenever we go to kind of more remote areas, because there's no service, there's usually a payphone just in case of emergencies.
I think we still have phones along the freeway in our county.
They're pretty much disappearing.
Okay.
Oh, the
Don't they,
emergency.
they still have emergency phones in some places, right?
Yeah, I've seen those.
I don't know.
They have those on the campuses too. Ohio State had them.
Nope. No
Went at
paper.
them there.
Well, because you're very rural, aren't you?
What?
You're very rural.
Rural.
Yes.
Rural.
Rule.
Rural.
But yeah, there's no payphones around.
But how long before you guys had like internet access and stuff? Did they have to lay the cables and stuff for that, or?
No, like we had cable TV as soon as we moved in here, and then it was
Yeah.
shortly after that that we got the internet. So, but at that time it was dial-up, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, it just evolved like everybody else's did.
When
So,
when we first moved in, we were the next to last person on,
we were the last person on
Yeah, we were the last
for
person.
cable TV.
You're the last guy.
Yes, we were.
at the end of the cable,
It was-
hanging loose there.
It
on
was
the end of the
probably
cable.
only because we had cable where we were at before that they agreed to string it. And I think now his aunt and uncle, they live next door. I think they have it now, and the kids across the street have it. So they may be the last ones now. I don't know.
So my office is in downtown Los Gatos, and it had a telephone service, and it had whatever the Verizon was, and that's how we had our internet access. And somebody came in and wanted to have cable TV and cable, and the cable company was all around our office, but they wanted to charge this guy like $10,000 to run cable
Oh, I would have never done.
internet.
You didn't pay?
So I don't know if he did pay it or not, but then all of a sudden they started soliciting everyone there. Do you want to sign up for, the cable, and that's 10 times the speed as of the phone line. So
Right.
it was just weird. It's like in smack dab in downtown Los Gatos, and everything around it there's residents and everything. They all have, the cable TV and cable lines for internet. They still wanted to charge him an arm and a leg to run the cable.
We're only like 11 miles from Canton. And Canton's the next biggest city to us. So, and I mean, we had all the services when we lived up that way. But, the internet, like you say, though, it just kind of has evolved over the years with the dial-up to begin with. And
Yeah, we all had dial-up to begin with.
But we have Woz lives in our town, Steve Wozniak, and so he.
oh, well, yeah, you probably
Since
quicker.
2000, he had the high school on his, when they, he had a T1 line, and he just hooked them into it. So the high school was all hooked into his, I'm sure it's all different now,
We
but
got spoiled then, didn't we?
it was 2001 or something, yeah.
That was pretty
But
cool.
it was pretty damn cool.
I
I
mean,
was
back
born
when
in
I was
87,
around
hit in
selling
92.
plumbing stuff, the worst place for the internet was downtown San Jose and downtown San Francisco. You would have thought
Yeah.
those were the best.
Yeah, actually, the misconception is that San Francisco is Silicon Valley or San Jose is Silicon Valley. But if you go to Cupertino or Sunnyvale or Mountain View, they're the real hubs of all that.
Sure.
And then, we're right next to Netflix and all of these high tech companies that were trying to start streaming and stuff. So, that upped our game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Everyone. Oh, there they go.
Pauses or fast pause?
What happened?
Everyone was frozen. Well, you guys were frozen.
I didn't feel frozen.
I don't think you're feeling anything with the 16% wine.
You were, I think you guys were the only one that paused a little bit. So I think it was probably on your end.
Yeah, you were like,
No. I know you guys were all paused for us. So
So now
Yeah.
you said that when you moved where you are now, where were you before you are now? Were you?
Okay, well, the Canton, Maslin are like twin cities or whatever, and we lived in Maslin. So we lived, I don't know, we lived up there for about a year and a half or something. And then we built this house down here. We rented a house in Canton when we sold our house in Maslin and built this house down here. We moved in here February 1987. It was right before I had Adam.
You moved there because it was more out in the
His
country.
parents have property and they gave us this acre. We've paid for it 1,000 times over though, trust me.
But how cool, you got to build your own house. You got to
Yes.
design what you wanted.
Yep.
With these.
Back in the day, the newspaper used to have a weekly house and plans, and you had to write to the company and get the plans in. So there was our house and we liked it. And so we wrote and got those plans, and then we wrote and we got the detailed plans and got 10 copies made of those for, you know, one for electrician, one for the plumber, one for the builder, you know, and we still have one copy. So yeah, that was back in the day. I mean, it was, well, we started in 1986 building.
Took almost a year.
Well, we moved in 87, February 87. We started in June the year before, and I was pregnant with Adam, and so it was real fun. We were just discussing that. We had a contractor out here today. We want to build a porch over our deck, redo the deck and build a porch over it. And so we had a contractor out here today, and we were talking to him about, and Scott was telling him about the deck, and I don't remember, you know, I was raising kids. I was corralling them. I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing outside.
I
So,
hope you pay attention to them now.
yeah, well, now I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, you know, different things that he did. So,
Well, we moved in and we've remodeled
5 times.
however many
Four
times, remodeled the different areas and added on and upstairs. So we could have all done it at one time like you did, but we're now happy with what we have.
Well, we had to keep up with the times, but upgrading things. as we
Well,
go.
we upgraded inside a little bit too. New flooring and new windows, new doors. We kept our cabinets, just did new countertops, backsplash, hardware. In the living room, totally painted our brick fireplace, which I never thought he would do what he did. Still have a lot of oak woodwork, but you know,
Don't touch my oak wood.
you know,
I
some
like
battles
oak
we want to
too.
fight, you know,
I like oak.
All my cabinets in my house,
they're all
they are all made at my house in my garage. By the
Wow.
Nice.
Everyone was made.
not this. This is Amish made. behind
Yeah,
us,
but all our kitchen cabinets, our bathroom, they were all made in the garage. The guy said, "Do you want to buy them?" He said, "I can make them." I said, "Okay, you make them."
so they're all
They're all handmade here.
That's
Deal.
cool.
All our trusses on our house.
handmade
He asked
here.
me, "Do you want to order trusses or do you want to make them?" I can make them. I said, "Cool, let's make them." Boy, that was a job.
I love oak cabinets, oak shelves. In fact, I
Yeah,
love
we have
oak so much. We have an oak cabinet in our old closet.
I like the grain in the oak, and I like the oak. So
And
yeah,
oak was very popular back in the 80s anyway. I mean,
Exactly, that's what we had.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, yeah, everything was oak in here.
yeah. The thing of it is, it all comes back
yeah,
around.
what goes around comes
It
around.
all comes
Yep,
back.
yep.
around.
You see a lot of the two-tone though now with the dark on the bottom, light on top, and or you'll see the oak, but it's not the honey oak, it's white oak. So
We're all waiting for the pink tile to come back for the counters.
And avocado, and avocado carpets.
And avocado appliances in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, that's right.
I like my porch countertops. This one.
There was one that had red tile.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Yes.
But it had red
Oh,
appliances,
Red
and it
appliances
was,
too.
I loved that place.
Yeah.
Ugly, ugly, ugly.
It was great.
No,
Red Times would be awesome.
when we were redoing, this is 12 years ago now, or 13 years ago, we redid our kitchen, but we were looking at this one stove that was red. Remember that? And it was an upgraded stove, but it looked old fashioned and it had all these different
Right.
cooking compartments and stuff. But it just was so enticing to look at that and wanted to buy it, but it just
But you didn't
was
buy
too
it.
big.
Yeah. Our kitchen's small. I mean, compared to what you see on HGTV and stuff, they'd have to mount cameras. They wouldn't be able to have a cameraman in here. But it's U-shaped on the cabinets, and then we got the table at the other end and the behind us. So
You have a very comfortable house. I love your house.
it's fine for especially just the two of us. I mean, when the kids were here and they had their friends, it was a little crowded at times, but
Yeah, we
Yeah.
sent them outside.
out and play.
Maker,
Run the
right?
woods.
Well, he has
Well,
more than that now. He's because you bought some more land.
Yes, yeah,
Well,
we bought the
it
field
was
behind-
all family land anyway. So
Yeah, but we just bought the field behind us. It was his uncles, and they're in their 90s, and I don't know, maybe they needed cash. I don't know. We had always said if they ever wanted to sell it, they would let us know. I mean, I would buy their house next door and the woods beside it if they would sell it, but I don't think they'll sell it. I don't know what the family will do with it once something happens to them, but yeah, it's nice to have family in a way, all the way around you. You know all your neighbors, and so it worked out good when the kids were little. Especially my mother-in-law watched the kids, and when she couldn't, then his aunt watched them, and we did have one neighbor down in town. Actually, she watched them for a little while, Adam, but it was nice.
what's bad about a small town is you don't do anything wrong because
Everybody knows your business.
everybody knows your business.
That's the one drawback.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get away with anything now with Facebook and all that. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Unless you don't post anything on Facebook.
It doesn't
because
matter.
I
I'm not
don't.
on Facebook.
it doesn't matter. Somebody does.
Yeah, it
We
doesn't
were
matter.
sitting outside with the contractor, and we're talking and we're listening, and we can hear sirens. And I think one other time we were on with you guys, the sirens were just over the hill. We had talked about that, and it was at that time there was a garage fire. Well, this time it was a school bus and a car that collided, and I don't know whose fault or anything. Evidently, there was only one child, and I don't know. There's like a person that rides on the bus in case you have kids that are either unruly or maybe mentally. Yeah. So she was on the bus with them, and they were all okay. But the guy with the car, it was a smaller car. I saw pictures on Facebook, and he had a small blue car, so his car did not fare as well as the bus did, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
Oh,
he was sitting on the front hood, so I know he was okay too, but probably tried to pass the bus, I'm guessing.
mhm.
Dumb people.
Dorothy, I want to know how many times you remodeled your house.
Not that many. We actually remodeled kitchen and living room 13 years ago. And prior to that, we had bright orange Formica counters in the kitchen. We built our house. So that was Bill's choice. And at the time I was like, and I love those. And then when we remodeled, we could not find anything that was orange. And so we actually have apple martini,
Apple martini.
Appy Martino quartz green
Oh,
kitchen.
So that sounds beautiful.
When we went to Denmark, that we do periodically because Dorothy's relatives were there, we found salt and pepper shakers of the perfect green match
And we have placemats.
and placemats.
But we actually removed the fireplace at that point in time. We had a fireplace. We had just a galley kitchen, still do, but we removed a fireplace and pushed the kitchen out a little bit into the living area. It's always been a very well, it's always been our house. I actually drew the floor plans for it. And then an architect had to make it work. And we
That
were
sounds like Megan.
and we were young and we were cheap. I mean, at that time it was like, I mean, I'm thinking it was under $30 a square foot.
$29 a square foot. to
Wow.
And so I was calculating every square foot. So we have very few hallways,
And they're narrow.
and the laundry room is a hallway to a bedroom. So,
That works.
Well, our laundry room is the hallway to go out to the garage, so that's basically right next to the kitchen here, but
That's the only thing that we don't have that I've always wanted is to have my laundry room in the house.
yeah.
what is yours in the garage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we
how
don't
my
have a
dad-
garage.
Florida. You don't have a garage?
We don't have a garage.
That was one of the things, when we bought our house, most of the houses in Los Gatos had one car garage or a lot of people had converted the garage into a room because
Yeah.
the houses were smaller. And I said, we have to have a garage and I don't want to mess around with trying to build one or convert one. So that's why we ended up here.
Well, in COVID, it was good because it
Oh,
turned
that's
into a
right.
gym. Little did you know.
So we've remodeled our kitchen twice, the primary bathroom twice, and then the
Guess you remodeled bathrooms.
yeah,
We did some bathroom remodel too. You're right.
and the whole house we remodeled. We didn't I guess remodeled. Removed the popcorn ceiling
Yeah, did
and
that.
Some of that.
redid all the hardwood floors. We put in brand new plank hardwood floors.
Nan
still
did
have
all,
some
Nan,
popcorn.
I scraped all the popcorn.
Nan did all the popcorn ceilings. She retired first and she wanted to take them. I said, so I showed her how to do it.
Downstairs
We have
in
some.
Sarah's.
Yes. we have
Half the
some.
house is popcorn.
We had to because our house was built in the 60s. They had to be tested for asbestos, and it tested
Oh, and-
positive. So
Oh.
we had to have it done by a hazmat crew to scrape everything and dispose of it properly.
Did you
Ours-
have to leave when they did it?
That was a big racket because I had a client that had some sort of exclusive rights to be removing asbestos. I mean, it was a racket. I'm just telling you.
Well, the testing was done by a separate company.
No, I understand. You had the asbestos. I get that.
Yeah. We didn't have to move. So what happened was we did the remodel of the house in phases.
No, I'm good.
So in the first phase, we had the living room, kitchen, and family room were all done, and they sealed off the master bedroom, which had as an outside access. So we were basically living in our bedroom when they remodeled the rest of that part of the house. And then phase two was they did the side of the house where the 3 spare bedrooms and the primary bathroom was. They did that separately, and then they did our bedroom last. So we didn't have to. So when they did our bedroom, we just sealed off the door, and we were living in the
asbestos house.
Well, the former asbestos house, yeah.
How long did it take for all that to happen?
Because we did over quite a period of time because we did it in 3 separate phases. So I'd have to ask Sue. I don't even remember. It was maybe 6 months.
They said that first remodel that we did, that it was going to be 6 months, and it was a year and a half. After a year, when we all got sick, we moved out because we were
Yeah.
living in the same
Yeah.
But we were
room.
trying to live in the house during the remodel when they were building our upstairs.
Oh, yeah, we lived in
Ended
the
up-
house.
And then we ended up getting a hotel, a long-term hotel place.
The kids loved it. It was right down the
Yeah.
street from the high school when they were in high school.
And then we got, it was right downtown Los Gatos. So
Yeah.
my partner had a motorhome that we parked in front of the house, and we lived there for a while too.
We were
We
just,
did a lot of the work ourselves, but we did hire the floors and the backsplash countertops. But we did most of the rest of it.
So the company that did the work for us, they're actually an interior design company. So we had a designer helping us pick everything out and do the layout. The owner of the company was amazing. Did such a great job for us.
Adam was our designer.
We didn't really want to. We didn't really change the layout except for we moved the wall and a doorway, and that's it.
Yeah, we didn't change the layout.
And we did extend the kitchen into the family room, so we have more cabinets than we originally had.
Yeah, you do have a lot of cabinets.
Yeah, we like that. That was
Yeah. And a lot of counter space because you can go way over.
Yeah,
long
counter.
You have a pantry too, which I wish we had. I keep thinking of ways to put a pantry in, and he's like, no.
Les is my theory. My theory is
Confidence. Go, man, go.
I want
go.
a pantry too. So when you get one, Nan, let me know and we'll.
I
Well,
said the only place I could do
Wayne's gone out to build us a pantry, no problem.
is if I did a stackable washer and dryer, and then I could build a pantry beside it. But I mean, there's cabinets there, so they would have to come out. I don't know how much further I'd be ahead, when you're going this way instead of this way. So he wants to redo my shelf in there, though, in the cabinets, because it's stationary. And at the time when we built, we used Tide detergent. It was in a huge box. And so that shelf accommodated that huge box of Tide.
Right.
Well, now everything's in, the jugs or whatever. Now they're starting to go back to powder. You watch, it's coming. And but the shelf still needs to come down a little bit. So, but it's like, you can't do that and do laundry at the same time. You got to take everything out. He's going to have to cut the nails because that shelf is stationary and there's no way to get to them. He's just going to have to cut them and somehow, probably put a brace or something lower to put the shelf on.
I got a new theory. Less is more.
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. We've had garage sale after garage sale after garage sale, and we're having another one sometime after we get back from Florida.
Yeah, there is the theory of diminishing returns, but more is always better than less.
It's
On some things, Eric.
it's less
On everything, more is always better than less.
No.
Yes, it's just the law. More is always better than less.
I did create a pantry in the garage. I finally had, but it's just that's where you store everything because we couldn't go to the store and we had this. Yeah, that was 3.5 years ago. Was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Yes.
Even if you went to the store, there was nothing on the shelf. So
Yeah. No, we did Instacart and all that, and that was back when we were eating a lot of beans.
There was no toilet paper or paper towels.
Right.
Well, yeah, and
people were freaked out. So when our son said, "You need to order this," we ordered this. We still have the freaking paper towels. From crying out loud, when we got
we got those different.
you had to order those dispensary, the ones you see in the bathrooms. This paper towel. I mean, like,
I need some paper. I need some paper towels. We're on our
I'll
last.
bring some to you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bring it up to England.
Well, like Ohio was probably one of the first states to start opening up again, and we were out shopping with masks or whatever. We were out shopping probably within 5-6 weeks of the initial closure. So luckily, I mean, I had pretty much everything because they weren't even doing deliveries and stuff at that point. So we had to go out and go shopping.
Well, we had deliveries almost immediately. They were doing it immediately in our.
But you just couldn't get everything.
It's
luckily we had stocked up prior, I guess. I don't know.
But with paper towels, I mean, you have towels. You have dish towels. Why don't you just
Yeah.
use them? Why do you need to freak out about paper towels?
Right. Right.
Yeah, toilet paper was an issue. Yeah, you'd go to the store and it'd be like, you know what, just buy whatever they have because it
Exactly.
might not
Oh.
be soft, but it works, you know?
Makes
So
it-
Nan, I was just notified by Tipsy about some sake on sale.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Woo!
So we have a bidet, so we hardly use any toilet paper.
No,
so-
don't say we.
Okay, me.
We have
We
three.
have 3 bidets,
Oh,
2 bidets on every toilet in the house, but you still use paper.
of course you do. Of course you do, but not as much.
Right.
Right. Right.
Some of us
And it's-
don't use
I-
those things.
I'm telling you, when we went to Hawaii and then we had Europe, we went to a place that had bidets that's 20 years ago. But then we went to Hawaii about 10 or 12, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. And that, because they had bidets in Waikiki. And I've been like, we have to have one of these. We have to have one of
You
these.
can't live without them. Once you
I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I went to Tokyo, and both my hotel room and the place where we were doing interviews had bidet built in the toilet, not separate bidet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they have them in Waikiki, because of, all the
Japanese.
Japanese tourists that go there. They say, we're not coming back until you got a fucking bidet in here.
I went to Denmark to visit with my parents to visit relatives over 40 years ago, and people had bidets.
Yeah. In Europe,
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
much.
In Rome, we had bidets, and
Yep.
in Barcelona, we had bidets. We
I don't
didn't.
think
We
it's
didn't. We didn't use them. They were separate. They were separate from the toilet, though.
Oh no, they were
The ones-
separate,
the-
but
the
it was
one-
in the bathroom.
Yeah.
in the bathroom. I never.
They in the bathroom, right?
I mean,
Did-
Bill, that was the first remodel Bill did on our house. He just shoved.
We lost your audio there, Dorothy.
Yeah.
We didn't hear you.
It looked like it was pretty good conversation.
Yeah,
We lost now the video.
You guys are frozen, Bill and Dorothy.
Uh-oh.
You can
They
hear
probably
us.
can't. They probably can't even hear us.
I can hear you now.
Oh, can you?
Sure.
Okay, you're still
We-
frozen. Your video's
We're
frozen.
frozen. Oh.
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go.
You're back.
No, we missed your story. We want to hear your
Oh
story.
no, I was saying that was the first remodel Bill did. He shoved the bathroom wall over about 3 feet to put a bidet in.
Because we had gone to Hawaii on a trip and we had a bidet in the little condo. we
Well,
were
but
in.
I had already been in Denmark and had bidet.
Yeah.
You live without them. You gotta have them.
Yeah. It's a life-changing experience, I'm telling
It
you.
is.
It must be.
I
I'll
think
have
we
to-
already told you
try
the
it out.
story, but our daughter went to school at
Went to
in
college.
New Mexico at
New Mexico
New
Tech.
Oh.
Tech studying
Well,
Bidets.
physics. No, but anyway, what she wanted for,
for
a
Christmas
present
was
a bidet seat.
that's what I got Eric for
Gave,
Christmas.
gave her a bidet seat, and then we went out on
so we had to take it to
on
her.
President's vacation week and installed it, and she's still has it after about 6 moves.
Oh,
So she went to New Mexico, wherever it was, to study physics.
Astrophysics at the time.
Astrophysics. New Mexico Tech.
But I
Smart
did
kids.
physics and math, so.
Jeez.
Oh, Bill and Dorothy, who's behind you?
Nobody's behind him. That's
that's
his
a
reflection.
reflection.
Of their sliding glass door. They're out on the deck.
Behind us. So
Oh.
it's Bill's
Who else
reflection.
is behind me? Because it looked like there was
We're
somebody
out on the-
there.
we're out on the
Yeah,
deck.
you watch him move his arms.
Door.
That's
That's an
funny.
alien. It's an alien in our house.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, speaking of aliens, there's this show. Is it on Netflix? Was it on Netflix or Prime Video?
What's it called?
Nope.
Oh,
It's called Nope. And I'm going to tell you right now, nope. Just nope.
don't watch it.
No. That bad, huh?
Oh my
It was
God.
Prime Video.
It was 2 hours and 13 minutes of nope.
I fell asleep.
Now, wait a minute.
It was
You
good
wasted
until
2 hours and 13 minutes.
How could you tell if it was good or not? You slept through half of it.
Come on. You don't have to watch it.
What was the old, no, what was the old,
Yeah,
song?
you always got to see the end, don't you? This guy here, he's always got to see the end. What's going on?
On the corner.
Yeah, nothing was more disappointing than the end.
I hate it when we have movies that are disappointing endings.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I'm going to wrap things up. I have a little grandson that's supposed to eat
Kick
dinner,
us
I
out.
think.
You understand?
Good seeing you.
Thank you.
I'll see some of you next week. Maybe only Man and Scott out of this group.
We'll be,
Here.
we'll be
You can
broadcasting.
see us Saturday.
Be from
Oh,
Parish.
oh.
Actually,
That's
right.
Mike and
So
James-
you're coming up for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
tasting.
And
Okay.
Mike-
So maybe I can get one of those keychains for my
We
little.
haven't got it yet, have we?
No.
The fob.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten it back.
We're never gonna.
So call ahead so they can have it ready for you.
No, they were supposed to.
Mine
have it
might
for
still
2 months
work. I
ago.
could-
Okay, so
Oh.
I can send them an email and say, can you have this
Yeah,
keychain ready?
It's not,
Send-
it's called a fob.
I know, but we had a keychain. There was a special keychain that was attached to the fob. We have
Yeah.
that thing,
Yeah, so you need the whole thing.
but the keychain was like a collector's thing. It was
Yeah.
like,
It's a little brass with the Inglenook logo on it.
yes. So I can call them and say, where is it?
So call and ask, either email Michael Savage or call and ask for Michael Savage so he can have it done for you.
Okay.
And Jenny, you'll probably get to see Jenny because we're meeting, before the
okay.
event on Saturday.
All right, so it's Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm hosting some big wig in the wine and food industry. I'm pouring 2 different vintages of Rubicon from 3-liter bottles. I don't know. For
Oh,
this
we
group,
might see you on Friday then.
16 people. They're I don't know. I have to read up on this organization. I never heard of it.
On Friday or Saturday?
Do you know what the name of it is?
Friday. Let me see.
We're gonna
That's a
stop,
funny name. Let me see.
we're gonna
let me
stop by on Friday to pick up our shipment. Cause I want to take Uber to the event.
Okay.
Guys, the event starts at
How are we gonna
10:30
get-
And it ends at 3.
How are we gonna get in?
He was involved at the Judgment of Paris tasting.
Where's dropping us off?
No, we're having drive
Crash the gate.
and the walking.
Food and Wine Gastronomy Society. Jean de Rostiers. I don't know. Something French. Yeah.
I feel like I'm in Napa looking at this.
What's your shirt say?
Oh, I have seen the gates of hell. It's at Stanford.
And Bill and Dorothy, you're leaving soon to go to Hawaii, right?
You are leaving on Friday.
Friday.
Okay, so when we go on our trip, you're going on your trip. Have
And
so much fun. We can't wait to hear how that
We're
wine.
leaving this Friday.
We will.
We will.
Fortunately,
Yeah, so are we.
a bottle or 2 in case that one's really bad. We can try another one, but I'm only taking one there. She'll have to come here to try another one.
Well, everybody have a nice vacation. We're leaving Friday too, so
Oh, okay.
Florida?
Yeah, go see Karen.
yeah, we'll be broadcasting from Parrish, Florida.
Be sure and
Yeah.
dodge hurricanes. You're going to Florida, you silly nuts. That's ridiculous.
They don't scare me.
What's that?
Hurricanes.
Oh, I don't
Jack-
think there's any hurricanes right now.
Jackie and Greg are coming out too.
Famous last
Are they?
words.
Hey,
Jackie.
what
Yeah, they're coming Friday.
are they? They're coming
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, an update on that
Are you gonna,
car bus accident. The car went left to center.
it what?
That
Went
car
left
bus
to center.
accident, the car went left to center.
Ah,
My daughter's updating me.
I would
Drove
say
into the
somebody
bus.
texting.
Yeah, which is now, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's, you're fined
But
anyway.
is there long straight roads where you are?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what,
where the accident was, yeah.
Yeah, you think that, we don't have very many of them around here, but you think that, a long straight would be nice, but then you just get mesmerized and you're like,
Yes, yes. It looked like the bus was going north. So the car must have been coming south. And yeah, I know I used to get sleepy driving home from work, coming home that section. So.
well, it's not even that you're sleepy. It's just that you're like, so straight. How can you make an error, right? You're just.
It's not all straight. But
Yeah, well, that section where the
Flat?
accident was,
Yeah.
it's
no, it's not flat.
no, it's not really flat. I mean, on the west side of the road, it's flat because it's more farmland.
Right.
Farm. And on the right, on the other side of the road is more houses. So and they're up a little bit higher. So he was probably texting or something like that, just not looking at the road, watching his phone or something. Younger man. I couldn't tell you. I just saw a picture.
It's self-directed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they passed a law in Ohio that you're not allowed now to have your cell phone in your hand.
Yeah, you can't have it on your hand while you're driving.
While you're
Oh,
driving.
here too.
Yeah, it's been like that here. So,
Long time.
actually, if you need to use your phone, I can put my phone in my truck and still use it through my car. And
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah, you don't need to be holding it.
Yeah.
but like I said, I only drive 3 miles a day, so. It's not
Oh.
that.
Yeah, the thing of it is, nobody ever
Hell
calls
of
me.
a you. I'm surprised you survived.
Nobody ever calls me or texts me, Eric, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, people call and text me, and then they're mad if I don't respond in the next 5 minutes. Like a day goes by, and they go, "Oh, you responded." I didn't think it was that important.
David, if you want to sign off, you need to take us off live.
Okay, I'll see you guys. Some of you I'll see you for Saturday, I guess.
We'll make
Yeah.
every effort. Oh, how
Or Friday, maybe.
we'll make
Okay.
every
Boy.
effort. Yeah, we're
Easter.
gonna go in on Friday to get our wines, and then we'll
Oh.
be there Saturday.
Why? Oh, is there a pickup on Friday?
Yeah,
Only for us,
Oh, why aren't you just picking up on Saturday when you go on Saturday?
because we're gonna take Uber.
because
Oh,
I don't
never
want it
mind.
sitting out in my car and.
Got it. Got
We're
it.
gonna take Uber. and-
Okay, all right. Well, if you
Yeah,
see,
but
We're gonna take
Plus,
Uber.
I took advantage of that half off sale on.
oh yeah,
hey, Bill, you know what they call this?
Oh, a farmer's tan.
Farmer tan, all right. I'm trying to get mine to not be a farmer's tan, so
Yeah, well, it was real sunny out today and I was mowing the grass.
there you go. We've been
Okay.
bicycling, so I
I'm
try.
gonna cut
Bill's
cut
gonna
us.
take care of his
Okay.
in Hawaii.
Right.
There we go. All right, see everybody.